Oh, we're doing another alien radio signal hunt tonight. The weather is atrocious, so yeah, we're here. We're doing this again. Where are we? Oh, let's get rid of that box there. What's going on? All the buttons are going haywire everywhere. So yeah, tonight we are doing another alien radio signal hunt. We are searching on the hydrogen line for potential alien radio signals. That is the channel on the radio dial that scientists theorize we are most likely to hear a message from ET, should they be out there sending us signals. Mirzam, the star, which is 500 light years away, has already come into range of our dish, and Sirius, very, very close by star, will be in range very soon as well. Rio's in, Lee's in as well there. How's Paul as well? K-Man, how is everyone doing? Sean, good to see you. So yeah, we're listening out for those potential alien radio signals tonight. If we do get lucky and we get a message on a screen there, you'll see right in the middle there, that is where we'd expect to see that nice big spike from a strong signal there. We're all good, Rio. How about yourself? And thank you for the likes. It is those likes and those shares, guys, that does help us reach more and more like-minded people there like yourselves. And the more eyes and minds we can get looking at the phenomena and sharing their experiences, the more we can all piece this puzzle together there. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing again tonight. We're going to have a good cluster of stars in range. And the important thing about having close by stars in range is it means that we can pick up fainter signals potentially from those stars. They don't need the energy intensity necessarily that the further away stars would need there. So you got to remember, these are very, very long distances there. So, Ab, hello, how are you doing? Hope you are well. Yeah, these are very, very long distances, so it's going to require a lot of energy to send a radio signal over these vast, vast distances there. So there's a good chance that a lot of these signals are just getting lost in that background noise. So we have to pay attention and look out even the smallest disturbance there, but those closer by stars, well, it's in our favour, therefore, because we could pick up even fainter signals. Maybe their television and maybe their radio. Have to be quite close by for that. But yeah, that's what we're doing. We're listening out, hoping to hear ET say hello. As the Earth rotates, our dish is going to sweep across the night sky, and it's going to be passing over many, many stars indeed there, and hopefully one of them is going to be inhabited and sending us a signal. How you doing, Lee? How's your week going? Oh, it's only Tuesday. Oh, God. And it's absolutely miserable weather here, and it's looking like it's going to be miserable all week, so it's putting me in a mood. Cheer me up, guys. That's what you're here for. Yeah, but so tonight, and probably for a lot of the week, we're going to be doing the old alien radio signal hunt. Again, the more we do it, those statistical odds of a detection do increase. There have been a number of interesting signals detected over the years there, most notably the WOW signal. That's one that most people know are there, detected in the late 1970s. They had all of the hallmarks of an intelligent radio signal not coming from this Earth. And that is what we'd like to see again, something like that. Oh, hello. There we go, the red boxes pop up. That is the microsignal analysis layer, and what that's doing is it's looking at the background noise there, analysing to see if there is any faint signs of a signal getting lost in amongst all of that noise there. And hey up, thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
Thank you for that. How is your week going, Ayup? Yeah, we're doing another alien radio signal hunt there, but the WOW signal is not the only one, not by far. And thank you, everybody. Thank AUP there for the treasure box when you claim those coins. But yeah, it's not the only one. So we've had the BLC-1 signal very recently. I think that was 2018, and the rumour is that not only is it a really good signal coming from our closest bi-stellar neighbour, Proxima Centauri there, but the rumour is if you've got a powerful enough telescope there, you can hear it pretty much all of the time, which makes sense being that close. How are we doing, V? OGV in the house. Yeah, so that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Our closest neighbour potentially having a similar technological level to us, either the same or more advanced. There, DJ is in. Good to see you there. Harco as well. Everybody's rolling in tonight. There, Beerbuster 2. Getting all the OGs in, and it feels like it's going to be one of them weeks, and it's only Tuesday. Oh, up, yes, and the weather is not helping there. Locked in. And that's what we like to hear, Harco. How is your week going? V as well, coming in with the hearts. Appreciate that. All goes back into the stream there. Beerbuster as well. You having a good week so far? Floofy's in there, and Danny as well. Guys, if you're new here, do say hello. Let us know where you're watching from, and yeah, let us know where you're watching from, and how do you feel about the UFO? The alien phenomena, are we wasting our time? Or is alien life abundant? It's only a matter of time before we detect those signals are there. Kate says hello. Kate's over on this one tonight, watching. Nice and quiet over there. How are you doing, Kate, as well? Beerbuster as well, coming in with the likes there, V as well. Seeing all the hearts pop up, guys. It is those hearts and those shares, the tapping away, that just help us reach more and more like-minded people there like yourselves, getting more eyes and minds on the phenomena to share our experiences and to piece this puzzle together there. And V says hello, Kate, over there. And yeah, guys, if you do want to have a bit more of the screen, there we go, at the thing UFO on those, and you'll see in a second, it will roll up. You get to see a little bit more analysis. There's all sorts of other things going on that you guys can't see over on TikTok, sadly, there, because the screen isn't big enough. But yeah, we've got some analysis of the audio signal coming in just in the middle left there, and the middle right, we've got the details about those stars that are in range. Behind me is a live sky map there, shows you where our dish is pointing, its sort of catchment radius are there, and what stars are about to come in shot. Currently, it's just Mirzam is the closest by star. I mean, there's lots of distant stars in the way. The more you zoom in space, the more stars there is. Kate says hi, V. So yeah, the more you zoom in, the more stars there are there. But we've got some close by ones in range there. So Mirzam, again, 500 light years from us. That's the other side of town there. And then just on the edge of our dish, coming in within the next 5 minutes, is one of my favourites there. It's Sirius there. And I'm not joking. I'm serious. There, that star is 8.6 light years away. So that's very, very close indeed. It's a couple of doors down. Is there, DJ, is there another signal we could send out there? And a big one. I would love to. Well, I think this thing is actually contested. Should we be sending signals at the moment? So what we're doing now is SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence there via radio. And lots of people do this. It's just the listening out, right? But there's a whole other organisation called METI, and that is messaging of extraterrestrial intelligence there. And a lot of people say, maybe we shouldn't be doing that. Maybe we shouldn't be making it more obvious there. We don't know who's out there. It might be a dangerous idea. Even old who's the Wiltshire scientist, brain's gone now, Hawkins, Professor Stephen Hawkins there, he said possibly not a wise idea there. Floofy, thank you for the gifts, and
Thanks,
feeding
guys.
Alan as well there. And Tony over on the tubes, just a normal rainy day in Ireland. Oh, it's absolutely coming down here. It was sideways all a day today, coming to and from work. Got absolutely drenched. So I'm feeling you there, Tony. We haven't got much better skies here there. And DJ as well, coming in with the gifts. Thank you. All goes back into the stream there. Where's my little cursor gone? Because I'm missing all the messages there. But yeah, should we be sending the signals? I'd be curious to do it. But how do you guys feel? Do you think we should be? I mean, Earth has been screaming biological life for a very long time there. And V as well.
Thank you for the alien.
Thank you for
pet
feeding
stars.
Alan there. Halo frequencies. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, maybe we should be doing that. Ben coming in with the likes. How you doing, Ben? As well there. Just spotted the spikes. Yeah, we've got them back again tonight. So it is a very, very active there. Alan's there. We should be. At what cost? At what would it cost? Well, it would be very energy intensive there to send these high-powered signals. I don't even think we've got a suitable transmitter anymore there, sadly. So back in the day, we used the Arecibo radio telescope there. It's also a space radar, so it had the transmission capability there. Rio?
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you. We had the transmission capability from that one. I don't think we've got anywhere near as powerful a transmitter anymore. But to do it, it is very, very energy intensive there. But what about the risks there? What about if we're sending a high-powered message that is more noticeable and there are not friendly ETs out there and go, oh, hold on a minute, Earth's got intelligent life, maybe we should go and invade there. I mean, I said Stephen Hawkins thought it probably wasn't very, very wise, and for somebody like him to be saying that it's not probably not a wise idea is quite interesting, because being a scientist, I'd imagine if he didn't believe in aliens or even the likelihood of threatening aliens, he just would have said no comment, or wouldn't have really had an opinion on it. But he said probably not a wise idea. Earth has been screaming a biosignature for about 2 billion years or so, I believe, there. So if anybody, a civilization in those 2 billion years has had the same technological level that we've got currently, they've been able to see that we've got life here. Not intelligent life necessarily. That's recent, when we started the Industrial Revolution, started tweaking our atmosphere, but they have been able to tell that we have got life here as well. Feed him as well, coming in with the hashtags there. Thank you for the shares, V. Appreciate that. It does help us to reach more and more like-minded people there like yourselves. Astra, a good evening. Good to see you in. And V, thank you for the gifts there. Kate, oh, and you've also got the ads there as well. about half an hour over on that platform. And Kate as well, I currently feel like my kidneys are being ripped out by a raptor claw. So I'm made up and a bit drowsy, which is why I'm chilling here tonight. Oh, take it as slow as you need to, Kate, there. Oh dear. That doesn't sound nice. How long will that normally last? Is that going to be you out of action for a few days, or does it normally, with a bit of rest, clear up quite quickly there? We'll have to use Alan's mind powers to see if he can get you a bit better there. Lee, I said it last night, but tonight is the night. It's got to be, Lee. If we've got that positive mental attitude there, I mean, again, those odds increase the more that we do it, especially as we are scanning the same patches of sky there. We're doing the work, we're putting it in, because it's not just about, is it there, making sure we are pointing at the right star? Is that star got inhabitants in those planets in orbit? But are they sending it at the right time there? Because, I said, those signals would be so expensive, technically speaking. They're so resource heavy, they're unlikely to just have the transmitter switched on the whole damn time, are they? They're probably, going to do it periodically there, or even, as a recent paper mentioned there, that maybe it would be their last message. That might be the time where a civilization puts all of its resources it can into sending out a goodbye message there, or a warning possibly. And Ben,
Nom nom nom, thanks.
Thank
guys.
you for feeding Alan there. V says to get well soon, Kate, for that. And DJ, you asked ChatGPT, what did it say? Should we be messaging them as well? And Rio sends his regards there as well, to get well soon, Kate. How you doing, Abby? Any more awesome auras in the night sky there? Intelligence has left the building. Was it in the building to start with, Tony? There. And good day, Electron. How are you doing there? Everything's aka mannequin humans. Yeah. Definitely there. And it's a kidney infection. I'm on my arse for 2. Oh God. That is not pleasant at all there, and hopefully just the meds reacting to carbs, though. Wishful thinking. Oh dear, Kate. Alan, do your magic. Use your brain powers there. See if we can fix Kate. We need to back up to shape there. Moon bounce / EME Earth Moon to Earth there as a serious hop. Oh, what's that? So you're talking about reflecting off of the moon, because this is another anomaly that we do have in radio, isn't it? We get something called long delay echoes there. So we know that certain objects are reflective in radio. They're kind of like with light. You can bounce it off of things. And there are echoes in radio. You could hear yourself come back to you. But we've timed all of these, and we kind of know where most of them come from there. So some of them are the ionosphere on Earth, and some of them are the moon. You can get those signals bounce back there. But there are these ones that are called long delay echoes, which are very, very strange indeed there, because they're about 7 seconds. The delay, you say hello, and 7 seconds later you get your hello back there. Now, we don't know anything that is 3.5 light years away from us. So for the signal to go out 3.5 light seconds, basically, there. 3.5 seconds out there and 3.5 seconds to come back. So what is reflecting or retransmitting that message there that only happens occasionally? We do theorize that an intelligent alien probe there might just repeat our messages as a sign to say, look, hello, I'm here and I'm intelligent. That might be that first step. So it could well be there. And Ben, if Alan hasn't thanked you.
Nom nom nom, thanks guys.
So maybe we've got something like that going on there. Up to 15k already. Wow, there we go. We're getting there. And we are going to get more Northern Lights tonight. I think, we didn't get, it's so cloudy down here, we didn't get it, but Abby had some fantastic ones up in Liverpool Way, didn't you, last night? You put those pictures over on the group Discord there. Awesome to see there. And Lee as well, coming in with the likes. Appreciate that. And as V says, tapping is clapping. It does help us reach more and more like-minded people there, like yourselves. Same with the shares. High power amplifier there, often 100 to 1,000 watts. Yeah, need quite a lot, wouldn't we? I wouldn't mind doing a transmission, even if it's just a symbolic one there. I don't think we'd ever get a decent power to kind of go the distances, but I would be up for it there if we can have permission to do it there. And a large directional antenna, yeah, arranged, yeah, that makes sense for that bit there. So yeah, but it'd just be, could we get, I mean, we can receive the signals. That's what we basically got at the minute there to receive it. But we would, what would we have? How much power would we need to actually send a signal that has a chance of being heard? Because it's kind of like shouting, isn't it there? So If you're far further away, you've got to be louder, although sound waves, they just kind of dissipate out over the distances. And we have this with our television and our radio signals. Even our closest by stars would struggle, neighbouring stars would struggle to hear our television and radio because they're relatively low power. By the time they get there, they're so faint. They would need to have a receiver the size of like their star, basically, to have a chance at picking up those faint signals. But higher power transmissions will obviously travel much further there. So radar, that is one of our big ones there. Then they do think that airport radar is going to be one of the noisiest things in radio there. People are looking to Earth. It's probably going to be our radar that they are going to see first. And it does make you think. We had that drone flap, didn't we? That might even still be going on here in Europe. And they were all hanging around the airports. Well, if you've come from interstellar space wondering what all that noise is, well, the source of it is airport radar. So it does make sense for that. And B coming in with the hashtags there. All frequency, this is beyond me, DJ. They're accurate frequency stability there, but it sounds like new toys, and I do like new toys, so I have to have a look at that. It's the licensing that I think would be tricky for us, because if we're transmitting, we'd have to have a license, unless we're just cheeky and did it the once. They're not like to catch us there, are they? But yeah, technically we are meant to have a license to do it, and yeah, I wonder what the rules are around that there. Tell Alan to use his telepathic abilities, but for good. Do you trust Alan there? Are you going to let him in your mind there? It's Meti, exactly, DJ Meti. I think it would be cool if we could do it though. I did Google it once, but I'd like, yeah, we'll see. We'll have to have a look back into that. Has Alan got any kids? He's got far too many. I think it was a few hundred at the last count. That's why he's travelled all the way over here. He's trying to avoid his child maintenance there. And the option also shows as interstellar style transmissions. Oh, interesting there. And Dominic, how you doing there? What are you listening to? So we are listening to the hydrogen line. That is that yellow line at the top of the screen. It's the channel on the radio dial that scientists theorise we are most likely to hear ET should they be out there and sending us a message. It's where the WOW signal was heard a long time ago. They're back in the 70s, but there have been some very interesting signals over the years. So, you know, that is what we are listening out for. Even in 2018, we had an interesting one there. But, I mean, even beyond that, we've had many, many more. We had one from our closest stellar neighbour there, Proxima Centauri, a potential radio signal coming in. So they're quite rare, but they do happen there. Oh, Chin, how you doing there? Never mind. Whoa, what's the question? I don't think it showed before that one. Sometimes TikTok filters them out, so you might need to reword it there. We should Twitter message Elon. I mean, if somebody's got the resources... I would be well up for it. Electron there, a bizarre universe question. If you shot a glass in a pure vacuum, recorded it and repeated it, you would know everything before it happened via the second event. And therefore, is everything fate? Well, I mean, that bends my mind a bit there, Electron. But it does bring in, doesn't it, to... causality into the question there. Patricia, welcome aboard. Where are you joining us from tonight? Thank you for the follow. Do we have any control there? Or is everything predetermined just because it all follows rules and it's this knock-on effect there? Robert Sapolsky, he's a very good guy who talks a lot about determinism. And honestly, the science, my head says, yeah, it's all determined. I don't think we've got any free will, but my heart says differently. And I haven't got a good argument for it. But you just don't want it to be true there. How you doing, Stephen? Oh, God, isn't it just raining? 100% there. And maybe we should... Oh, Twitter, yeah, definitely there. And what equipment to use? So we've got a very large parabolic mesh antenna that's out in the garden there. And it comes in through low noise amplifiers and a sort of a notch filter to kind of give us the maximum chance of hearing things on the frequency. And then beyond that, it's all software to do the listening and the analysis on it there. Where are we? Over on the purple one there. Thanks, Alan. Are you sure, though, Kate? Do you want to let Alan in? Do you trust him there? And it's why me and Alan get along, both running from ferals. Yeah, you've got something in common there. Droves of them. Can you hear the police also? Well, technically, not with the dish that we've got. It's at the wrong range. But technically, you can tune in. Although nowadays they're all digital, so you can't really understand it. It's all encoded and stuff, sadly. But you can tune into satellites and things. One thing we haven't done yet, and I really would like to do, is tune into the International Space Station when it goes over. Because as it goes over, you can tune in directly to them. And if you're lucky, you can talk to them. They sometimes, if they're on their break and they feel like it, they will message you back there. The ham, it's like the gold standard thing for ham radio operators to do. We haven't successfully done it yet, but I think that would be quite cool there as well. It is endless, right? It's looking, Stephen, the rain is just not due to stop, which is frustrating because I really want to do a skywatch, because that's what we do when it is clear. So if it's cloudy, we're doing this, the alien radio signal hunt there, but when it's clear, we do that, which is a UFO UAP skywatch. And because we are based in Wiltshire in the UK, which is right in the heart of crop circle country, just down the road from Stonehenge, we see a lot of weird, wonderful things in the night sky there. If the moon's up full, we do a moon watch and we see all of the weird things on, off and around the moon and talk about those. So do make sure you're following, and hopefully you'll get notification when we go live for those, especially when the weather is better. So we've got all 3 stars, close by stars in a range of our dish now there. So the closest is Sirius there at 8.6 light years. Then it's Mirzam, then it's Adara at 430 light years, and then it's Mirzam at 500 light years there. And Happy Sacks, how you doing there? How is it going? It's going slowly, but it's all about patience, this game. You never know when you might get a signal. It's a bit of a lottery, you know. It's the right place, right time. Not only do we have to consider, are we over the right stars that have, you know, inhabitants that could be sending us a message, but also, is it the right time? Are they going to be sending that message at that right time there? Because it's very energy intensive to send signals these distances there. So as a civilization, they're unlikely to do it all the time. So it's a bit of a right place, right time sort of thing there. How do you feel, Happy Sacks, though, about the alien phenomena yourself there? And Stephen, I bet in a few months they'll be saying we don't have enough. Stephen, 100%. You know there'll be a hosepipe ban. Always is there. And Rio, thank you for the gifts. And Chin as well there. Sorry, I haven't missed those ones. And Rio again, been slacking on that front, but appreciate those. And they all go back into the stream there. And we definitely need to do the ISS thing, but you 100%. I tried it like once or twice, and I just was really bad at it. So I'm going to try. It is on the list of things for us to try and get better at. I think it'd be quite cool there. Push the button. You know what, V? It's been so long. What is the button? Is it? I can't remember which button it is that does it. So we have, because we're building this software, I've obviously got buttons to test all of the features and things like that. And yeah, so one of the buttons is the alert button. So if it goes off, I think this is the correct one. Hold on.
Alert. Signal detected.
There we go. That is what it looks like if we do get a clear signal coming through on this line here, the hydrogen line. So we are getting a bit of a signal right here. As you can see, this nice little ridge. We do think it's electronic interference, but we're not fully confident on that one because there's a few things in the way. But it's unlikely to be alien. Although it is close to where we're looking, this line here, it's unlikely to be alien because it's been with us multiple streams there, and any signal is going to be only on the screen for between 30 and 90 seconds, because with the Earth's rotation, our dish is going to sweep across the night sky there, passing over many stars and planets, and at that distance, yeah, it's going to be a very short period of time, 30 to 90 seconds there. And Happy Sack there, I think there is something out there. We were seeing things long before the modern age, beyond explanation. Happy Sack, you hit the nail right on the head there, and it's something that I didn't really understand until starting to get into the ufology side of things. I thought it was, you know, the 1940s, Roswell there, little green men, that's the one, Kate, but yeah, little green men in metal ships there coming from other planets. But it does look like, actually, the more you look back throughout history, recorded history, and even back to cavemen times, you know, they seem to be describing the same phenomena there. You look to old school religious texts, folklore and mythology, it does seem to be the same phenomena that has been going on the whole damn time, doesn't it there? Where are we? You like the button there, V, didn't you? And Paul Holy, I always think I'm pronouncing it wrong there, Kate. That's the name. We've named the spike there. And the interference spike is definitely getting bigger, I think. Or keep an eye on it there, because that in itself can be an interesting signal that we don't fully know what's going on. We thought it was interference, but if it was, it should be there consistently, but it's not. It's something here with us, something around us is sending a signal. Again, not meant to be electronics, because this frequency band is actually protected, so we shouldn't have anything that is transmitting on it though. So it is a head scratcher there. And Astro, how you doing there? You are probably looking at the Milky Way. Well, so that is part of the hope there. And we did think this a while ago, Astro, so you might actually know this a little bit better than me there. I can't quite figure out the inclination here, but it's called the hydrogen line, this line here, for a reason. It's meant to be a nice clear line on the screen there. But even despite our filters and amplifiers, I've never been able to get that as a nice clear little spike little ridge there. But the idea is obviously, because the density of hydrogen in the galaxy being a disk, not a sphere, that obviously with the Earth's rotation, there are going to be points when you sweep over that part of the disk where there's going to be more hydrogen on the hydrogen line there, and you're going to see that spike come up. So there is a possibility that, yeah, we are basically just detecting parts of the Milky Way down on this frequency. That might be a good shout, because yeah, I wonder if because it's obviously not hydrogen is this frequency, but from this point onwards there's lots of other elements that do emit or are close around this frequency range. It's called the watering hole, I think, isn't it there? And V, thank you for feeding Alan.
Nom nom nom. Thanks,
so that is a very
guys.
good shout there, Astro. I need to see if I can line it up there. How you doing, B? Good to see you in. I hope you are well. How are things stateside? And thank you for feeding Alan.
Thank you for the alien pets,
Alan nearly
guys.
missed you out there, B. I can't be having that. Let's have a look. Where are we in the chat? Good evening, John. How are you doing there? Guys, if you're new here, do say hello and let us know where you're all watching from tonight there. I'd love to hear from you all there and how you feel about the UFO alien phenomena. It doesn't matter if you're skeptical. It's all welcome here as well there. And Ben, I definitely agree. The spike is bigger than when I first found the stream. I wonder what's called. There's going to be something to that. Again, it doesn't now look like... Initially, I thought electronic interference there, but all of this variation is definitely pointing in a different direction there. You should also get an image, like a heat map. Oh, I wonder, yeah, to figure out how to kind of toy around with that one. Yeah, if I can line it up to the Milky Way, then maybe that could be the correlation right there. And... doing amazing. I'm glad to hear it, B. Glad to hear it there. And happy sat there. I'm from Woking. Oh, you're not too far from us there. So, Wells. H.G. Wells wrote War of the Worlds here. That is true. That is true. And Woking isn't too far. It's Surrey way, isn't it? So we're down in Wiltshire. So we're a little bit along the train line out. How are your skies there? Is it absolutely coming down like it is here? Let's have a look there. Let's have a look. Well, it's the 20th of Jan and the aliens haven't invaded yet. Not yet, but it is my birthday tomorrow, guys, so maybe we'll get the invasion then. And if a large mass of hydrogen exploded in space, would it affect the hydrogen line signal? I ask, as I have no idea. And if so, could that be the WOW signal? Well, my limited understanding here, Electron here, so do take everything I say with a pinch of salt there, but yes and no. So I don't think it's the explosive side of it, because it's something to do with hydrogen naturally as it decays, like 1 in a million particles give off this signal, so rather than the explosion. But one of the explanations for the WOW signal back then, because again it's heard on the hydrogen line, and I don't particularly like this one because it kind of goes against Occam's razor, you know, the easiest, simplest way of explaining something here. This is a very complicated thing, but it's the closest thing we've got to an organic explanation for the WOW signal there, which was if a supernova goes off somewhere in space and then happens to somehow get reflected and diverted and focused through a cloud of hydrogen, that might excite the hydrogen atoms that then might give off the spike there. So it's a bit of a, you know, a trick shot for nature to pull that off. But essentially, yeah, like, you know, the hydrogen that is could be part of it there. So interesting there. And watch out for the Green Goblins, yeah, and all the aliens are in conference at Davos. Well, at least we'd have a reason for their decision making if they definitely were aliens there. Oh, is he at Davos as well? I didn't think he would be invited to that one yet. There. Oh, thank you, Stephen, as well. How you doing, Rob? Good to see you in. And let's have a look. Oh, sorry, yeah, spot on there as well. It's honestly, and it's looking like it's going to be awful skies for the next week, which is really, really frustrating because I want to do a UFO skywatch. Feels like it's been ages there. And if Betelgeuse there went up, would the explosion white out all of our radio signals? So that. Good question. I know that visually we are expected, aren't we, to see the light, and it's to be very, very bright. Radio and the electromagnetic spectrum there is going to come through at the same speed there, but I don't know if it would white. That's an interesting point. I haven't heard that, but may well be. It might have. I don't know how strong it'd be with the time of read. I mean, if it's going to be bright enough visually, that's an interesting question. I do wonder there, Harry. You get me head going there. Oh, they're all the same, aren't they? That's the problem. They're all the same. They're politicians for the sake of politicians there. Let's have a look. Where are we? Back over on the tubes there. You could get something cool. I still use small antennae, but we'll upgrade soon. I mean, there's always more upgrades, isn't there? That's what I'm noticing with this. We start with one thing. Oh, this other one will be a little bit bigger or a little bit better there. And again, we've got a reasonable sized dish at the minute, but you can always go bigger. And we always want a nice bigger one. But hey, let us know if you pick up anything cool there. And astrogaze as well. Do you do the astrophotography? Do you take images as well? Because I'd love to see some of that if you do. We do like our audio and visual of the night sky there. V, coming in the hashtags there. And B, signal is a bit faster than normal, or perhaps just a very busy today. Well, it does seem to be quite active, doesn't it, around this? I've got to stop calling it the interference signal. I've got to stop calling it that, because we don't definitely know it is there. And B, thank you for the hearts. Appreciate that. Guys, it all goes back into the stream there. And if you use... Where are we? Oh, so what is the hydrogen line? I think you explained it to me once, but I can't remember. No worries, Ben. Brilliant question there, because lots of new people joining are going to be curious of that as well. So it's that yellow line and obviously the blue line in the middle bit here, the centre bit, that is our frequency or channel on the radio dial there of interest to us. It's where that scientists do think of all the different channels and frequencies there. They think that ET would be most likely to put that message there because it is the frequency that said hydrogen naturally emits a radio signal there, and I think it's as it decays there. And because hydrogen is the most abundant element in our galaxy, it's very useful for getting like a baseline of the universe there, so very useful for those radio astronomical purposes there. There's always going to be eyes and ears monitoring this line to learn about the universe and what's going on. No matter what our radio communication technology is, there'll always be people listening on this frequency, and if our scientists know that, ET scientists would know that as well. So again, if you want to put out a message and have it heard, like the highest possible chance of having it heard, well, this is the place that's going to be monitored the most there. So that's why they think this is the place to listen for those messages, and it is where we heard the WOW signal and many other anomalous signals in the past there. So good question. And if you use a satellite dish there, try to look at the sun, and maybe you could get a cool heat map to see about. Oh man, but it's probably beyond me skill level wise there. But the sun again is an interesting object. I think it'd be fascinating to do that. But I do need to practice. I barely can manage this. I'm not that good. Yeah, but hopefully as the time goes on there. And ticked in there, it has 60 plus warheads attached to it too. Oh, what's the first part? It's filtered that bit out, Tick, sadly. I didn't see the first part of that message. And Close Encounters is the best film. Beer Buster. We haven't watched that in our movie club yet. That has got to go on the list. I think it's because it's paid for. We're waiting for it to go free to view, but we definitely do want to do it. And guys, we do have a really cool little Discord community over there. Lots of latest news on everything UFO, UAP, the night sky, the weird and wonderful goes on over there. But we also have a cool personal experiences section where you guys can put in your first-hand accounts with the phenomena, or just read through the ones with the images and videos too that our community's already put there. But we do a movie club once a month, so we vote on an alien-themed movie, and then we watch it once a month. They're normally the last Friday at 10 PM UK time. So I think it's going to be The Vast of Night this month on the 30th there. I'm looking forward to that. It's a really good film if you haven't seen it. But you're all welcome if you're new to join us over there on that one. I'll have to try and check those out then, Astro. We do love a little bit of space there. And sharing the live is caring, as V says there. We do appreciate that, guys. Those tapping away and the shares. It helps us reach more and more like-minded people there like yourselves, getting more eyes and minds on the phenomena so we can all piece this puzzle together there. But we're doing an alien radio signal hunt tonight there. B coming in with the shares, thank you for that there, and V sent a portal, thank you for that, V, as well there. And I'm so happy for Discord, that way at least I can still talk to you all, even if TikTok cuts. I hope they don't be, but at least we do have that connection there. And remember, B as well, we're over on these two as well, so there's always the backups there, because TikTok's always throwing us off or something there. 1.425, so we're basically, yeah, so it's 1.4205 or something like that, which should be about there. Should be. I don't know, maybe I got it wrong. 025, is it? Oh, I don't know. I'll have to double check in a second. Where are we? They're all controlled, quite possibly. And what's your take on crop circles, Electron? There, I'm mixed with the crop circle one. There, I definitely think there's a human element to a lot of them, but I find I find them far too complicated. It's kind of like the pyramids, right? We know humans can cut stones, and we know we can move heavy blocks and all that sort of stuff there. I don't need aliens to explain the pyramids, like I don't need aliens to explain people flattening crops. But you're telling me that some people can do them in the middle of the night, and, you know, on a summer night where you've got limited visibility there, maybe in the rain as well, not leave any footprints and nobody notice, you know, like that. I'm confused by them. We visited one that was just outside of town back in May there, well, just after we moved here, before we started doing the stream. It's really cool to be in it. I think it's probably more a human one, but they are still very impressive there. I am an Aquarius. That one as well. And Lee, how are you doing? Good evening to see you in there. And Rob, if you pointed your dish out to sea near Folkestone, you'd pick up loads of alien signals just before they threw their phones overboard. Yeah, very topical. Different groups doing different crop circles. Yeah, well, I think there are definitely a lot of those designs that do look very, very human in nature. It's the sort of thing a human would think a radio, an alien would put as message. But then there are some that are totally the opposite. There, they look very, very interesting, very, very alien there as well. Oh God, yeah, I totally agree with you there. Happy sack there, honestly, with the politics in it there. Wait, bring on our alien overlords. Well, we've got Alan. He's starting his invasion program now, so you won't have to wait too long there. Oh, Anton Petrov just dropped a video about SETI. Oh, did he? Oh, I do like a bit of Anton Petrov there. I do listen to him most evenings, actually, when I come off of the stream there. So the last I heard with SETI at home was that they were looking at maybe bringing it back in a sort of an app form. Because I think SETI have been missing out a trick. Even if they didn't need the computation power that they had originally, why they had the SETI at home project. So many people just doing this stream come in and say, oh, I miss doing that. You know, just a public outreach thing there. So I'm hoping that the video is about them bringing that one back there. And I'm an Aquarius as well. February. Oh, whoops, Stephen, you have to remind us closer to the time there. Very close by. Where are we in the chat there? Definitely be on the purple one if they do there be. Well, hopefully it'll be all right there. But then again, I mean, the way TikTok's playing up lately, it's all going downhill there. And Unax as well, welcome aboard. Where are you joining us from tonight? Lisa's in. Good to see you there. Have you tried looking at other things like the sun or specific place? I haven't yet. We've got a lot where we're curious, but I mean, excuse me. Our equipment is focused for this particular purpose. We are looking at getting like another antenna and things like that. But honestly, I'm not that skilled at it yet. So I'm a bit. This is easy enough. So I'm trying to. But we are interested in doing the other things. And Ben as well. Alan will be a helpful translator when they land. Alan will be jobbing me in straight away. He'll be putting me down the mines to work there. And do you have a little party hats for you and Alan tomorrow? You know what? That thought popped into my head. I was like, oh, we need a hat for the stream. But I'll see if I can pick one up tomorrow. I'll see if I can pick one. I have no plans. I have no idea what we're going to do tomorrow. I feel like I'll probably end up just doing a gaming stream or something to be a bit different. Doing a whole week of SETI streams will do my head in there as well. Okay, tell Alan he's a really dawdling in his takeover, but he is taking his time. You know, they work on longer time scales. You know, they live for thousands of years. So he's not in a particular rush there. I wonder what Alan's got me for my birthday. What do you reckon? How you doing, Brad, as well? Good to see you. And try the sun. It's really, it's 100% easier than the 100. Really? Okay. I will try that. I will try that then. At the minute, my dish is in a difficult location, so I still need to get a second dish. But I will. There are so many things in the world of radio that I just think are really, really interesting there. We could do so many things. Obviously, we just mentioned the space station there, and you talk about the sun there as well. But we'd really like to start to explore things like the long delay echo phenomena and things like that as well. Brad?
Thank you for the alien pets, guys.
Thank you for feeding Alan there. So yeah, but guys, you're just joining us. We are doing a live alien radio signal hunt tonight. We're searching the hydrogen line. That's the frequency where the WOW signal was heard back in the 1970s there. But many other interesting signals since. It's where scientists theorize that we're most likely to hear a message from extraterrestrials. We currently have in range of our dish now, close-ish by stars, is Sirius at 8.6 light years. Very, very close, that one there. Mirzam at 500 light years, Adara at 430, and Wiesen at about 1800 light years. Now, having more close-up by stars in range helps us because those signals don't need to be as powerful, therefore, to reach us, so we can potentially be picking up much fainter signals from those stars. So let's keep an eye on, see if anything happens. Again, those signals, if we are to get them, will only be on screen for between 30 and 90 seconds at these distance there with the Earth's rotation, because you can imagine nothing sitting still up there. The Earth, where it's spinning around like that, that dish is pointing across the night sky, sweeping across there very, very fast. So yeah, even though those planets are very, very large, at those distances, it's going to sweep fully there across it. Alan's is technically, I think it's going to be late August, early July. I need to figure out the best date for that. I know it's mine tomorrow. There, sadly. Settle up for it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the 40 is getting ridiculously close. I'm very upset about that. So, figuring out, I'm now of that awkward age, but there's nothing I really want to do for it. But I've taken the day off, and I'm like, I should have just gone to work. There as well. Where are we? Yes, the WOW signal. Wasn't that Ohio? It was, Lee. It was the Ohio State University, wasn't it? There is the Big Ear Radio Telescope that detected that one. And sadly, that's a golf course now. But, you know, you think that potentially our first alien radio signal there, they would have, like, preserved it. But no, it's now a golf course. But yeah, very frustrating, though, that the Big Ear Telescope couldn't record any data potentially that might have been within the signal. It's just that there is a signal and it's this strong, and it was coming from this part of the sky there. So if there was a message, we'll never know there. And can you PTZ your dish and point and track objects? We can't at the minute. It's fixed mounted at the second, but it is something I would like to do. We need to kind of get that fixed a bit better for the camera first when we're doing our skywatches, but then the dish is on the list for that. I've been looking at ways that you can jerry-rig old CCTV camera pan tilt mounts for that as a more economical way of doing it. I've been looking, but it's difficult there. And Aquarius is by far and away the best sign, but then we would say that. Yeah, and Aquarius, we're also very humble as well, Stephen. As well, Port Bay, my 50 is only 3 years away. No! That's not 3 years away. As young at heart, I mean, it's still in your 40s, it's fine. There. V, I told you, Sam, dust off your party shoes. Oh, nobody wants to see my party shoes. Virgo. I mean, I used to be very, very cynical about many things, as I'm sure I've told you before. But the old astrology is one that I maintained my cynicism for that for a very, very long time. But, you know what? How the hell do we not know about these bigger interactions with the planets and things like that? I mean, if the moon's affecting us in ways that we do know, and we're learning about, you know, even more ways that we are connected by that, who's to say that those bigger celestial events aren't having something? Maybe it's not as dramatic as we say, you know, there's always an element of human interpretation, but maybe there's something going on there, a little bit there. Always be young at heart, and exactly. See, nobody told me growing up that, and I don't know if this is just a me thing there, but I still feel like I did when I was in my 20s. Not physically, I'm physically more run down and tired, but like mentally, I'm still, my brain doesn't remember that I'm not 20 now, but I am now the weird old man. Is that going to be like that at 60, at 70? Am I going to be 80 and, you know, forgetting? People person that hates people. Exactly, Stephen. Where are we over there as well? Have you ever pointed the dish at Zeta Reticuli, or is it on the wrong hemisphere there? So, Zeta Reticuli, I can't go on that one. I know the ones I did want to point to, so was Proxima Centauri. That is a southern hemisphere job, sadly. But I think Zeta Reticuli is as well, because that is where the grays are reported to come from, isn't it? So it's a very, very good question. We have managed to do some targeted searches, but it's a real pain trying to get out there on the roof, unbolt the thing, point it in the right right direction, so then at a certain time of night the dish is in the right place. So we've done it once before, but we did a targeted one for Tau SETI there, so not as well known, but still very, very interesting because it is a sun-like star there. So it's a G-type main sequence star like our sun, and we know that they can host life, which is very, very interesting there, if it's the same as our sun. And we know that it has some planets in its atmosphere. There's some exoplanets in orbit we think are super Earths as well, but also it does have a history of potentially sending these anomalous signals. So we have pointed that way. We didn't get anything, sadly, but we only did do it the once for like, I don't know how long. I think we had it in range for an hour, so that's not really long enough to really say anything conclusively. But also Tau SETI is interesting. Have you seen the video there from so it's an alien being, looks like he's been interviewed or interrogated. It's got a little meter. It's a very dark image. There's a little green line that goes up and down there, and he seems to have some sort of like coughing fit, and then the medics rush in. It was leaked and released in the 90s by a chap called Victor, anomalous chap there, but that being is reported to be coming from from Tau SETI. So very interesting there. But yeah, we do want to point to a few more. I mean, we've got Sirius in range now, and that again is another one that has a long history of potentially sending us people there. People talk about beings, meeting them that may have come from Sirius there, and obviously the Dogon tribe, what they said about it is always very, very, very interesting there. And Kate, I do wonder when I'm going to become a real grown-up. I'm still waiting for that, Kate. But that's, I mean, you've got kids. That's what I was expecting. I was assuming like maybe it happens when you have kids. But if you're still feeling like that, Kate, is there such a thing? Yeah, buck up, boy. Act your age. I haven't figured out how to yet. I spend my evenings in a green room, guys. That ship has sailed. And our Hobbits, version 1 of human grey hybrids. Oh, I like that. They're the version of the greys. Well, we did this on one of our Patreon deep dives. Speaking of which, we've got another one coming up this Friday night. But yeah, we looked, didn't we, at the paper by the evolutionary biologist that is basically says, look, evolutionary speaking, the greys are us from the future. You know, like if we continue our current evolutionary trends, we're going to look like the grey aliens there. And it's, again, when we looked at the molecular biologist that has claimed to have worked with the genetics and the sort of biological material from the greys, that it all kind of looks to be the case there. And if you want to join us on this Friday for our next deep dive there over on Patreon, we've got a link in our bio. It gives it to you for free for a whole month there, so you'll be able to catch 2 deep dives and watch those past recorded ones back. But this Friday we're going to be looking at the paper that's kind of got a lot of interest in the publicity recently, because it's the one that talks about those transient objects in the night sky in those historic photographic plates. So going all the way back to the 50s there, before Sputnik, before anything man-made in orbit there, they were doing an all-sky survey, and they took the images of the night sky on those photographic plates, and recently they were reviewed by a doctor, and there seems to be some things in these plates that shouldn't be there. You know, they look like stars, and then 10 minutes later, the next plate, the same patch of sky, nothing there. So they're calling them transient objects there. But yeah, there shouldn't be anything up there. So we're going to read through that paper this Friday night, 11 PM at UK time. So do join us for that one if you are interested there. As we put the worlds to rights as well, we do tend to go off on tangents as well, but it's good because we can really get into the meat of those ones. I like that there. And I definitely feel like a kid. I still am always needing an adult to adult. I feel it. I definitely feel that one. I don't know what it is as well. Like, I look at people, I find it very hard to judge ages younger than me. Definitely sometimes personality, but like physically. You know, like what people, I really can't guess people's ages physically there. But older people that are older than me in TV, even if they are at the time of filming far younger than me, I still see them older. So it's really weird. I'll give an example. I don't watch Friends, but if I'd watched Friends as a kid there, and they're in their late 20s for that film, mid to late 20s when they were filming that, if I was to watch that again now, I would see them as adults and older than me, even though they're about 10 years younger than me at the time of filming. Like, I can't get my head around how my brain comes to that conclusion. One day we'll grow up there, loving the stickers and the hashtags. Where are we on as well there? Taking the hobbits to South City. What is it with people trying to get me to sing there? Hobbs. This is the thing, because we're over actually on TikTok and the tubes as well, and yeah, people are always putting in the first lines of songs because they'll automatically read it there. And as soon as you said that, a bit of programming kicked in, almost got me to sing. There. I always used to play that Guess the Age game when I was drunk in the pubs. Is that when you were meant to be serving and doing your age verification there? Just guess your age. Where are we? Let me scroll through there. Bork as well there. Hall of Politicians are alien hybrids there. Well, I mean, we're hearing about this, aren't we? And again, the hybridization is a new area that I'm hearing a little bit more about. It could well be going on there. I mean, I have so little faith in human politicians there. I don't need them to be alien to explain how silly they are. But, I mean, it would be an explanation, wouldn't it? And Hobbits, yes, I wouldn't rule anything out. There's definitely little people out there. And I've seen little people also flying. Really? Oh, okay. Now that is interesting. Was it like... do they fly like Superman in that sense? Or is it more... How does it work? Are they flapping their arms? And I don't mind evolving into an alien as long as I can still have a cup of tea. Well... in theory, yes. When we looked at the evolutionary, the molecular biologists talking about their doing an autopsy on them there, you can only basically drink liquids. They're no solid foods. They're rich, copper-rich broths, we believe their diet was, if that is to be believed there. And it depends how much light you have in your body by how you age. Oh, God. Oh, well, I'm judging by my grey hair, not a lot of light. Oh, bad luck. Yes, 100%, Stephen. Yeah, I sip my sugary can of drink here. That's when I was 17. Well, after your paper round, start serving pints there. Not a good role model. Oh, my God. If I ever did have kids, I could not tell them about the stuff that I got up to. They'll just expect to get away with everything there. The magic printing machine for the tea there. And where are we? And Lee as well. I'm like Peter Pan. I'll never grow up there. I felt like that, but then my back started going. I feel like, hello.
Guys, I'm really sorry, but I just watched a sad episode of a medical drama.
Do you know that medical drama? It's rubbish. So I'm no sympathy.
Terrible,
it is terrible.
but you're never allowed to get an ischemic bowel.
An ischemic bowel.
Yeah.
I'll try my best. Thank you. Well, go put on something funny. The texts I get there. I've watched something sad. And I feel like a smouldering wick. Yeah, just at the end of it there, I feel it. Oh. They are 100% doing that, Stephen. Your ice pop tastes like beer. Genetic memory coming in there. What's that funny? By which I mean go watch our past stream replays. Oh, dear, that's what I want to do tomorrow. I want to do more Kerbal Space Program, but there's no chance of getting Pete around. That's what I want to do. That was hilarious. Who's attacking me? I know, right? Invasion, wasn't it, Borg? Need stronger locks on the doors. I tell you what, when we moved in here, I've said this story before, but it always blows my mind. So coming from Essex, where you needed locks upon locks upon locks on your doors there, incredibly rough there, but we moved here to the country. When I bought the place, we didn't move in for a month or so. So we picked up the keys a few days after it completed. Come and had a look at the house, just check in that it was all in one piece. Checked the lock box, with the spare key that the past tenant had on the outside, or the past owner had on the outside there with the spare key in it. Checked it, yeah, keys in there, closed it up, left it. And about 2 months ago, I looked back at the lock box and went, oh God, I didn't lock that. So this whole time, my house is... I've left the door unlocked. Well, no issues there. But I've left the key basically freely available. Nobody's tried their luck. Nobody's had a look in it. I've taken it out there now because I just can't be trusted. But, yeah. Nobody entered the house. Nobody even tried to look there. That's how safe this little town is there. And are the spiders still living with you guys? I think because of the weather, they've sodded off a bit, but I can still kind of see the webs. So I'm hoping that they dither off at some point, or I'll have to deal with that again next winter. Those spiders are horrendous. I really should deal with them now in the winter when they're going to be a little bit more complacent there. And did you check to see if a satellite dish would fit on the roof? Well, we've got a bit more space up there. I think we can do it. We can hope, V. We can hope, can't we? There, and where are we? I think I might actually be whatever. Here's plus meds. Ails me plus meds there. Makes more sense than the ice pop. You're hallucinating. What's that? My ice pop also says that apparently an Arctic fox changes. You're having a conversation with your ice pop. I think that kidney infection's getting worse, Kate. I'm sorry to say it there, but you're having a conversation with a frozen treat. How you doing, Zeno, as well? Good to see you. Oh my god, I burnt myself doing that, didn't I, V? Climbing out the window for that one. I need an easier access to the roof. It's not graceful. My beer belly getting stuck in the window on a hot roof. It's a sight to behold. There. Oh, it's written on it. Are you sure, Kate? Can you text me like your hubby's number just so I can you let him know when you're not well? She's gone off on one again. I don't think she's feeling right. The neighbours, they are definitely all very, very concerned. So I'm waiting to see us getting the looks in the street. It's a very small town, so the word will get around soon that I am the local weirdo for that. Guys, if you are just joining us, we're doing an alien radio signal hunt tonight. We are searching the hydrogen line. That is the yellow line at the top of the screen, and the channel on the radio dial there that scientists theorise we are most unlikely to hear a message from ET, and should they be out there and sending us a signal. So do say hello if you're new here. Let us know where you're all watching from. And how do you feel about the aliens there? Can we get a video proof of this great sight? Oh, God, you wouldn't want to see it. At some point, I'll do me shimmying out there to adjust it, because I haven't actually done over on the Patreon. We do a couple every now and again. We do a behind the scenes, and we've done the actual camera setup. We've done the studio, although there's been updates. We need to do the dish and the radio side of it. So yeah, that'll involve me shimmying out there that you can all have a good laugh on. And that one. The meds aren't gelling. Something's gone wrong there. Oh yeah, we'd love to do post that. Tell us tell us the name of your channel there. Oh, do you mean on your YouTube there? So click through, guys, to Stephen's on the YouTube there and check out that. Because if that's the first part, the one that I watched, Stephen, that was phenomenal there. Some of those experiences, not for you to experience, but to listen to. Oh my God, they still haunt me. Oh, those ones, Stephen. That red room. Yeah, so one day, yeah, we'll I was going to say treat you to that hilarious video, but you might not want to witness it. Yeah, we need some more. We're going to do a behind the scenes when we do the up the hill setup as well. I need some more ideas for the behind the scenes there, because I haven't done one of them for a while. We've done the pets, haven't we? We did that one. To get those out. Oh, do you think Ouija boards work? I don't know. I'm interested in the spookier side of things, but I like to know how things work, or at least have like a rough idea, and I don't know how they would work. But saying that, I have had an experience when I was in school. I didn't play it myself. I was just sitting next to a group that was doing it, and something went on then. There was something that nobody could have known that came out, and it was very, very dramatic there. So yeah, that was an interesting one there. And no ghosts allowed in the house. 100% V, that is the rule. No ghosts in the house. I'd like to do a ghost stream tomorrow. I just don't know anywhere locally, especially with the weather being this bad there. Oh, yes, they do work. Created as a toy, but easy for other beings to manipulate and to use to their advantage. So I've heard about that as well, like letting them in and not closing the doors, or that, so to speak, as well. So created something they didn't fully understand at the time. Yeah, one day maybe I'll do that, because what came out, I don't know if I should share it publicly. And I will say non-specifically why, but it involves somebody being in legitimate witness protection. So I'm not going to say who or allude to who or how, but I don't know how Ouija board would have known that there. So one day I might do it in a privately. We'll mention that story there, but. And it's not. Yeah, I can't even. The details on it are just mind blowing. Like, because we had no idea at the time, but then you go, oh, that dropped. That made so much sense there. And Caesar as well there. How you doing? Thank you for the follow there. I think it's about time I got a passport to our own. Have you not got one rolling? Brad, let's have a check. I feel like we're slacking there, because we haven't done the passports in a while now, because I think a few people are waiting on a skywatcher there. Let's check the bees. Oh, no. Beer Buster, you got one going. B, you've got one. And Banana. No, Brad, we don't have you one. What a crime, Brad. Thank you for bringing that to attention. Let's rectify your passport immediately. So you have to remind me now, every stream going forward, when you do one of the tasks, you have to let us know. There, so let's fill that one out for you there. Brad. Oh, where's Mike's frozen away? And the date is the 20th of the 1st to 6. So let's get you stamped, Brad, for the SETI stream. Boom! And you follow us on TikTok there. So you go, what's he on about? Passport? What's he talking about? Well, if I can find my little one here, we do these. These are physical stream passport, little souvenir for the stream, and inside there's 12 little tasks to complete, and each one you complete you get a stamp there, and it says the holder of this passport is exempt from abduction, invasion and probing, with your details there, signed by the head of galactic tyranny, Alan, there. So, and the stamps that you need to get are following us on TikTok, following us on that one, following us on the tubes. They're joining us for a SETI stream, which is what we're doing today, a skywatch stream, which we do when it's clear there. You have to let me know. Feeding Alan's one of them. Joining us for the deep dive as well. You better tick those ones off on Friday as well there. So yeah, they want breads. So if you've not got one and you want, they are free. We post it to you once they're complete. Do let us know if you want one there. Can you check, Lee? Of course we can check. What stamps do you need there as well? Let's have a look. I need a better filing system. Okay, so purple one for you, Lee, there. A gaming stream, which you probably better get tomorrow night, because I'm thinking we're going to be doing some sort of gaming stream there. So you've got to follow us on the purple one. Gaming stream. You need to see a shooting star on camera when we're doing on our skywatches. Join us over in the Discord there. I need a Feed Alan one, which I think you've probably done a million times already. And then join us over on the Patreon for the deep dive. Remember, if you use that link, it will for free, so you don't actually have to spend any money to get your Patreon, and then attend the deep dive on the Friday, and you can get those stamps for those ones there. And Brad, Fed Alan, I'm sure you've done that a million times already, but we'll give you the stamp for that one as well. Pride of place, your 1V. I expect nothing less. I expect you to come to the airport on one of your many jet set holidays and to be fumbling around, go, I brought the wrong passport. But don't worry, I hear that these passports are accepted internationally. You follow over there as well? Then you get those stamps as well there, Brad. I rely on you guys telling me, because I can't be bothered to check everything all the time. But we give you those ones. Look, yeah, you've got quite a few now coming in there, Brad. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stamps already there. And Ben, can I get a passport? Yeah, but we'll allow the pro side of things. It sounds interesting. I mean, we all need something to do, don't we? There. He's on the rocket game. I'll give you the stamp for that one. I'll give you the stamp, but I need to be told on the time there, Lee. So I'm going to give you, boom, that stamp there for, you need to remind me on the time. And, right, where is... Ben, let's get you one. If you... I'll go back to my pile. 2 seconds. Let's get you one filled out. There, Ben. And the 20th, the first. 2-6, and there we go. I forgot the year already. All right, let's give you your TikTok stamp. Boom, and your SETI stream stamp there, Ben, as well. You can never forget the rocket stream. I want to do that. That's what I want to do for my birthday. I'll see if Pete will come round, but I doubt it. I'm sure he'll be too busy for little old us. But I'd like to do another one of those. That's quite fun. Ooh. Let's have a look. Where are we? Over on, speaking of the purple app, let's have a look there. Oh my god, there's a few messages here, Kate. No, I've done that one. Aren't we waiting on a few pics for proof? Oh, yes, I forgot about that one, yeah. I did say I would post some rather horrible pictures from me in my youth, so you can all have a laugh over on the Patreon there or on the Discord. They work. Oh no, I've read that bit. Yeah, and it concentrates energy and gives permissions without you being fully aware of it. That's why when the rules aren't followed, bad things can happen. And I would really like to hear that story, though. Yeah, we'll do a private group at some point for that one there, because yeah, you don't want the people that the person was hiding from. To find out, get the information from me. But I mean, it's unlikely. But yeah, that was a story and a half. And have you thought of selling the Thing T-shirts for the summer? I'll definitely have one of them. Oh, we are actually. Yeah, it was on my list over the new year to have a look at. I do need some new T-shirts. That's the main reason for that. But yeah, we'll have a look at doing that one. Big Alan's face on them. We did do it. We did do. Oh, can I find a picture of it? I don't know if you'll be able to see. I did a custom one as a Christmas present. Where is it? Oh, I mustn't have taken a picture of it there. Oh well. I have to dig that one out. And where are we? Over on the tubes there. Oh, Lee, yes, you can get a passport as well there. Hold on. And I've always wondered, do great white sharks need a UK passport to enter waters? You'd hope so there. And when the economy crashes, they are going to blame the aliens. Well, that came out, didn't it, recently, that the Bank of England, it's been mentioned they needed to prepare there. And I won't go near Ouija's. I won't again. There, I won't again. But let's get Lee set up with a passport there. Oh. But yeah, you do have to manually on each of the different streams tell me, look, I'm in this one now, give me my stamp for this stream, because otherwise I will totally forget who is following here, there and everywhere. Lee. And it is the 20th of the 1st. 2-6 there. So give you your SETI stamp there, Lee, and we'll give you your YouTube because you're over on that platform as well. There you go, Lee. These are the new ones for today. I'll add those to the filing system, and I could put an alien pic on a 20 quid. I'd have that. I'd get me using cash again there. And my granddad was big into black magic there. Really? That is fascinating. So there is something really interesting. Like, and what, I mean, was he like into it in like an academic curious sense there, or was he an evil wizard? Like, or is an evil wizard? Like, yeah, but tell us, like, was it like a fascination, or was he like practicing? And also, like, did he ever step like, tell us more, Ben. That's interesting. That is. I want to hear more about this. I'll put Alan on the 20. Alan's more of a 5er kind of guy. Oh, it's just about getting flat there. We've still got Sirius in range, probably not for much longer, but still got nice close by stars in range there tonight. Oh, I blinked too fast down, my contacts have gone out. Can't see straight. No worries, Lee. Everybody is welcome to them. Just a little souvenir for everyone. Thought they were fun. I tell you, I told the OGs this. They know where the idea came from. But in the UK, definitely in my generation, during the 6 weeks holidays as a kid, they would try and get you to read books at the local library. And what you'd do is you'd every book you got a sticker on this sort of sheet like that. And I used to love collecting the stickers, but not the reading. And so that was the idea, as an adult version of one of those. We can have the fun of stamping them off. I bet the Jinn collected him when Uncle Oh, maybe. Oh, Ben, you're leaving us hanging now. We need to know more. Check the weather, shall we? See what? Oh, God, right. We are Tuesday today. Awful. Wednesday. Awful. Thursday. Ooh, okay, right. There's meant to be a brief window on Thursday of clear skies. But it might not be early enough. If it holds out, maybe we could get a skywatch in Thursday if we are ever so lucky. But Jesus, God, it's just rain. Rain and snow. Maybe Sunday as well. We might have some opportunities for some skywatching there. I wasn't and still is. Oh, okay. So he what that way then? Yeah, he wasn't and still is not a nice person. He was big into it, and his life was all about that stuff there. So fully embracing it. Wow. I mean, you don't hear about that sort of thing often. There, it makes me think of old Aleister Crowley, sort of thing. Do you? I imagine you're probably not that close, but do you think he had any success with it? There, and Lou, thank you for the share. Appreciate that. Where are you joining us from tonight there? And guys, if you are new here, do say hello. Let us know where you're all watching from tonight there, and if you had an experience with the phenomena. We'd love to hear about that whilst the old waiting for the old action to appear on the screen there. It's a bit of a right place at right time sort of thing. We're going to make sure we're over the right star that has an inhabitants. But also when they are sending it. We only sent that message once ourselves as a species, didn't we? Back in the early 1970s, only a few years before we heard the WOW signal there. But yeah, we only sent it once, a high-powered transmission saying, hello, is anybody else out there? We're humans, we're on the third planet from our star. Yeah, the third of 9 or whatever it is. So we only sent it once. Why would aliens do any more there? Why would they necessarily be any different there? He lost a chain that was meant to have a link to something dark, and he lost it in the street and choked, struggled to. Oh my God! So there feels like there's a connection there. See, you hear about it in antiquity, don't you, and like folklore, but I mean, I suppose, it makes sense that people still might be practicing these sorts of things now. Bournemouth, that's not too far from us, is it, Ellie? It's demonology as well there. Warlocks. Oh. That's a warlock of black magic and not a wizard. Okay. I will forget the distinction there, Stephen. But you keep trying, it might go in. What do you reckon if they pour the whole, you don't know, if they're next to you. Ooh, that's unsettling. What we got in range? We've got all 5. Oh, we still got all 5 in range tonight. There we go. And good night to you all, and good night to see you tomorrow, Lee. Thank you for joining us as always. Yeah, we will see you tomorrow. If we are doing a gaming stream tomorrow, it might be a little bit earlier there. I don't know. Depends what we're doing. I don't think I should be partying, put it that way. But we'll be here. We'll be doing something. Unless... Ooh. And Long John Essex, I love it. I've probably said it before. That's where I was from till recently there. And, of course I will. I don't know where else. I'm not going to be partying, V. And so what's the difference between Discord and Patreon with regards to the live events? And sorry, I'm not social media. No worries there, Electron. So the Discord is kind of like a forum combined with a messaging app. So it's just like the free community place, you know, where, you know, we've got like different subcategories in there. So we've got like a personal experiences section where you guys put your first-hand accounts with the phenomena there. We've got latest news section with some of our community are really, really good and active at like filling that up with all of the latest news on the phenomena there. Shout out to AUP for being incredibly on the ball with that one. All the latest news there, so that's a bit more of that sort of space, the Discord there. The Patreon is like it's the paid subscribers area there, so for the people that, you know, want to support the stream in that way and all of our improvements, it's basically it's just a separate platform for that. And the only thing that's different there is we do those deep dives over there as like the thank you, and we do them like twice a month. Occasionally there's behind the scenes, but yeah, they're quite infrequent. Yeah, but we do about twice a month those deep dives there, and we tend to do it after we'd normally do a normal stream, so there isn't an interruption of normal service there. But yeah, that's what we do, and it's people can try it out because it gives it to you for free for a month with that link at the top of our bios there. But yeah, the deep dives are a little bit interesting because it's like a smaller group that all joins roughly at the same sort of time. You have to keep introducing it or welcoming people. We just get straight into the meat of it, and we hear, you know, we talk through it live together, and you know, as we're reading through there, does it match up with what we've heard previously? Do we believe it? Do we not? Sometimes we don't. But I find it quite interesting because it's a good... There's a lot of stuff in the UFO world that I had heard about contextually, but I'd never really knew the details on. But yeah, going through all of those original documents, accounts and things to build up that sort of foundation of knowledge there. But it's not for everyone. Tommy, thank you for the heart. How are you doing there, Tommy? And Ben says, came back with a sex change and says he was never into the stuff, with a total flip in interest. Really? Now, that is a flipping hair change. And he also was a fan of hunting foxes, but now is a big champion against fox hunts. It's all a bit mad. Yeah, definitely flipping around there. Interesting character. And Tommy, no Aurora tonight there, and apparently we are being pelted by a massive snowstorm. Yeah, apparently there were some fantastic ones last night, but it is all clouds and rain here, so absolutely miserable. But I don't know if Abby's still in the chat, because Abby had some fantastic shots from Liverpool last night they were sharing. Have you got any up your way, Tommy? Can you see it? Excuse me. Oh, yawning away there. Oh, yes, I suppose, but yeah, well, the goddamn TikTok. Excellent. Well, we'll be doing one on this Friday night over on the Patreon. We're doing the next deep dive, and it'll be 11 PM UK time for that one. So if you use the link, it'll be free for a month, and there's no obligation to stay involved if it's not your cup of tea or anything like that. You know, it's totally fine there as well, and it should roll over to like the free version of it anyway, so if you forget, it shouldn't charge you, but do double check, set an alarm if you do want to cancel it before the month runs out there, so we don't want people getting charged, especially in January as well, whenever it's so bloody tight there. But if you do want to, then we also would very much appreciate that. And Long John as well, what was the first man-made object in space? Oh, now that is a question and a half there. So the first man-made object in space, I don't think I know, but I mean, normally you'd answer something like Sputnik, but Sputnik was the first man-made satellite there, so first thing in orbit and to stay in orbit there. It wasn't necessarily the first object there. They would have had a lot of attempts, of shooting things up. And they've technically got to space there. You would have. Did the V2 rockets? Did they go high enough technically into space there during the Second World War? That's a good question, Long John. I don't know the answer. Do you? Let us know there. And he has family down your end too. Oh, a bit of a void. Wait a minute, technically they're your family as well. And I can see 50 miles of drizzle. That's about it. That's quite good range for the drizzle there. But that's summer weather for Scotland, isn't it, Tommy? But welcome to town. And it's a manhole cover. I did hear they nuked a manhole cover into space. I suppose. That's quite funny, isn't it? There, first thing we get out there, manhole cover there. And Google says it was the V2. That would have been. That's interesting. Something off the Russians, could well have been Northern Lights. So the Germans were launching the rockets went in the V2, so they did go high enough for them. Interesting. Lola, hello Lola. 45 there, but happy, but thank you, Lola. That's very, very kind of you. I hope you're feeling a little bit better as well. Miles of drizzles doesn't stop us sunbathing. Exactly, nice and healthy, tanning lotion in one hand, battered Mars by another there. A little bit better. Well, small improvements, Lola. It's been with you a long time, that one, hasn't it? It's feeling rough, especially at the minute of everything else as well. Hopefully your weekend away, though, will be a nice little bit of respite there, help you recharge there. 3 to 6, Jesus. That's insane. That is insane. Hot tub is going to be glorious there. I didn't think you liked hot tubs. In fact, I distinctly remember you saying, Lola, how much you dislike hot tubs. Umbrellas with sun cream dispensers. Yeah, everywhere you go. I like that for some. The joys of it there. I was going to say I've never been to Scotland, but that's a lie. I've been once, which is a crime. I should be up your way much more for such a beautiful land there. Electron as well. Have a great night there. Got work tomorrow, so I need to. No worries, Electron. Thank you for joining us. We'll catch you hopefully tomorrow night there. Always good having you in there. What a Long John manhole cover from the manhole cover as well. And up in Scotland, they have Loch Ness. They do again another interesting, fascinating part to it there. And I just dislike being in the hot tub with you. I mean, that's fair enough. I think most people could probably agree with that. I feel like there were hot tub shenanigans. I can't remember what they were now from that holiday. I can't remember. Nessie is... V! Hold on. Hold. Stop press. Stop music. V. You've seen Nessie. Hold on. Tell me about this, V. What sort of sighting? You can't just drop that one. Let's put it all back there. I want to hear about Nessie. And Alistair Crowley opened a portal in Boleskine House nearly did, yeah, right on the edge of Loch Ness, isn't it? All in that area. They're doing it up at the minute, so I'd love to visit it once it's all done up there. And hot tubs are a biohazard, and still I like to use one. Yeah, it's a bit of a trade-off. And also internet drama. It wasn't just us, don't worry. We once went on a couple's holiday to Cornwall, and they had it's like a lodge thing. They had a hot tub there. So it was raining because it's Cornwall, but the hot tub was nice. It was glorious. That's just because of me being there. Although what was hilarious was Pete not understanding the game Othello. That was hilarious. Water was so still and calm, and she was pretty close. V, like, so it was a clear one. Was it like head out of the water, or was it kind of in the water there? And how long ago was this in there? I mean, like that. Yeah, he was funny with that. Like, I will have to dig it out and send it to you there. Oh, wait, Brad, what was that for? I don't think I got the first part of that message, but whatever it is you're digging out, I want to see it, Brad. It definitely wasn't a seal. Hot Tub Time Machine. Seen that documentary? I haven't seen that in years. I might have to crack that one out. I banned the first part of your comment. Of course it did. It's TikTok. You're not allowed to have a conversation uninterrupted. There. He had a house in Cornwall. I didn't know that. Alistair. Stephen. I was reading the thing there. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm going to Google that one. That's pretty cool. TikTok knows she's real. It's Nessie's behind all of it. Nessie's the one that's filtering everything out there. I know Boleskine was the one he purchased, didn't he? Purely for that sort of ancient rite that he was trying to do to ascend or whatever. Oh, Alistair Crowley's house in Cornwall refers to the abandoned Carn Cottage. Oh, it's abandoned as well. Perfect. Known for its sinister reputation and folklore, linking it to Crowley's alleged black magic rituals, though these stories are largely fictional myths. Yeah, of course it is. And Crowley, I did have connection. Not confirmed facts about Crowley. Did have connection to Cornwall. The house's fame comes from sensationalized novels. Oh, I want to see this place. Carn Cottage. Take me to the map. Gonna go on an Alistair Crowley hunt. That'd be a good ghost stream, wouldn't it? What would you say the best science fiction film is? Long John, that is a very good question. The ones that come to mind probably are going to be the mainstream blockbustery ones there, which would be like Interstellar or like The Martian or something like that. But there's probably better candidates there. And Brad the King, how you doing there? And I visited Crowley's place next to Loch Ness, and I have pictures of what I believe to be a Nessie in there. Oh, Brad, that sounds very interesting. And this was the first part, but it won't send it. Oh, Brad, you 100% have to dig those out. And thank you for going over to the purple one so we can actually have a whole conversation. The Brad, that is cool. And V as well. I want pictures, or at least an artistic representation. And they have a recent sonar of 40-foot object, 700 a foot down of Loch Ness. That wasn't there 2 hours later. I mean, is it going to be one of those things that everyone's like, well, where's the evidence if Nessie's there? And then for just years, they've had this anomalous sonar data. They've had other readings, you know, and it's just that we've never pushed it over the line there. That is cool. That is cool. Well, when we come up and do our tour, we'll have to do a side of a Nessie hunting there. Not hunting, it's a bit cruel. It was abandoned, but the land has been bought there. Hopefully you can still get access to it enough. I mean, who am I saying? I'm hardly going to be going anytime soon, am I? Can't get me out of the house here. Okay. No, that's a... Okay. Oh, it's not far from St Ives. God, our country's so small when you zoom in from the air. You very quickly get from A to B, didn't you? She is 100% real. She is a plesiosaurus. Oh, I can't. I'm trying Paleosaurus. I want to say plesiosaurus. Is that it? There, something like that. Tongue twister. That would just be so phenomenal, though. And you've got to hope it's like a breeding pair as well, you know, because otherwise, how long do they last? There. An Englishman who spent 40 years hunting Nessie. Dedications are what you need. This is the thing, isn't it? These things do take time. Is he the chap that lives in like the converted bus? I think I've seen him on like on various like documentaries and things like that. But it's like doing what we're doing now. You know, these things take time. They are quite rare. You've got to put in the hours. You know, it can happen at any point. But you know, the more you do it, have the dedication to push the needle there. A type of dinosaur, that'll do, yeah. There is definitely more than we just like to call them all Nessie. Okay, now that is good, that is reassuring there. And I suppose it makes sense, doesn't it? You know, we can't split between them all. They're all Nessie. God, that would be phenomenal, though, if they could actually confirm it, you know, a dinosaur still there. I mean, I suppose we've still got the old crocodiles and stuff. They're not dinosaurs, but they're older than dinosaurs, aren't they? They're still around. Imagine going back 500 years, Ina, and finding a utopia of free energy and free power, powered air blimps, and all the spires of today and the older buildings were charging points, as if CERN is meddling, has fracked history. I've heard a little bit about that, yeah, all the mounting points and stuff, like an alternate steampunk world there. And Tank, hello there, Beatrice. Villarreal has now found over 100,000 transients there pre-1957. So we're going to be looking into that paper, actually, this Friday over on our Patreon. We're going to be doing our deep dive, and we're going to actually read through that paper. It's going to be very, very interesting, I think, there. But yeah, 100, that is no small amount there. And it's all been urbexed. Really been up. But that's good. It means it's easily accessible then. For me, that is a disclosure there. Well, I like the angle on that. You know, this thing is going to be different for everybody, isn't it? What is going to be that standard there that is a good enough announcement for everyone? And I think it's a very, very interesting. The only thing about that paper, I was actually more excited before the paper came out, and they were just talking about 7 or 8 objects, you know, like that. And you know, it was a handful initially, but now they've done all of the plates, they put the whole paper together, and it's like 100,000 over however many years period. For me, that's getting on like to be quite a lot. I'm like, sure, that's just not a natural phenomenon. There's not something else at play, you know, with it there. I mean, not writing it off, but I mean, it is a lot, isn't it? Or maybe it's the same ones going to and fro, you know, because it's over periods of time. It doesn't mean it's 100,000 different ones. It's just 100,000 captured incidents, isn't it? So maybe that could be an explanation why. And oh, it was on the channel. It was on YouTube there, different channels. I went there. Or well, I'll still like to go. Can you imagine me? That'll be so spooked. There. I think crocs technically are done. Are they really? I knew they were. I think they were like older. Like they were pre the dinosaur generation. Like the amount of like cataclysms that crocodiles have just survived and just you know, subtly sank below the water to just avoid the rest of the world. They're weird beasts. You know, they are mental. There are species who don't need a male to reproduce there. I may miss remembering things. That's possible right now. No, you're right. There. What do they call it now? They are like there is a word for it, isn't there? And yeah, they there isn't the binary sex split. They can do it themselves. But I can't remember what species it is now that does it. And there's a word for it. It's quite rare, but it does happen. And the reason that we do it, we have sexual reproduction like that, is it's to basically prevent viruses and things being transferred down in genes. So it's rare. I think so. Okay, I think you're on the money with that one. It sounds about right. Yeah, it's dangerous if you just pass your genes down and genes down and genes down. Any errors in the code can get passed on. So genetic issues, viruses, and things like that can get passed down. So that's why we mix our genes up every time. Someone put a drone right above Crowley's Cornwall house, and the drone just fell out of the sky. Well, so it could be to do with the history there, couldn't it? Or it could be to do. It could be to do with maybe that's why that house was chosen. If there's something natural going on there that is still there. Osmosis. Maybe, yeah. It sounds very technical. It does ring a bell there as well. And Jurassic Park, they do it themselves. That's all you need, just crocodiles. And all things that survive anything: crocs, cockroaches, politicians, and the taxman. Yeah. Although cockroaches and the taxman and politicians, they're basically synonymous, aren't they? They're all the same thing. Yeah, you've got to look at the tax records. That's where it's all hiding, guys. That's where it's going to come out. That's what they got with MK Ultra. That's where they're going to get all of this Roswell stuff. I think so. I think there is a difference. But don't quote me. There's a little bits I've picked up here, there, everywhere. TV license man. They say, don't they, after the next cataclysm, you know, if we're all reset and another species has a chance, the raccoons are in good stead to take over because they work in groups, they're intelligent, and they've got opposable thumbs. Asexual. I think it's maybe something around that, isn't it? Maybe Long John. Yeah, it does. I wanted to say that first, but I'm not sure if that's like. Yeah. God. We didn't know we were going into biology as well today, guys. But you've never paid your TV license. Aha! This is why I pull off my mask, and I am the TV license man. This stream has been an elaborate ruse, V, to get you. This whole time, we've got you now. Lock, stock. Oh, excellent, Tank. Let us know if you spot anything. Are they back up there? Because I know you guys had that outage the other day, didn't you? There. And CERN and anything nuke. Two of the scariest things to exist on Earth there. Penelope. Quite rightly so there. Oh, 100%. Thank you, Tank, there. And hello. Yep. That was the cell door, V, slamming shut on you there for not paying. Gonna throw away the key. Was that Alan? He's asked what TV license is. I'll have to explain to him later. There. Ooh, have we still got... No, Mirzam has left the building, but we've still got Sirius just about in range there. Never have and never will. You see on the news, they'll be dragging you away. I'll never do it. I've heard rumours of that, Stephen. Yeah, that they wanted you to do it. Oh, right around it. I'm the real Jow, not even TikTok Jow. I have a be surprised, yeah, a contrarian point here when it comes to TV license. There, like, a lot of people say it should be like a streaming service. You should pay for it if you use it and stuff like that. But I think we're thinking of the BBC very wrong. Now, not denying that their management and some of the people involved there are problems, but we need to think of the BBC more like the NHS. It's a public service, and it has a very, very important role there, but it doesn't mean that the management doesn't need to be kicked up the arse every now and again there for a bit. So I think we need to make sure we take it back rather than get rid of it there, because it's a very useful thing there. Let's have a word. Lots of people have worked there, lots of very bad people, and sometimes it's still coming out there, isn't it? But yeah, no, this is the thing. Any institutions are going to have their things like that, but you have to. Yeah, I mean, I've had some very negative experiences in the NHS there, but you don't burn the whole thing down. So I think, you know, how it works is very interesting. And how are you doing there? Neon, good to see you there. Have we had any radio signals yet? Well, we got one that we're a bit confused by. We're getting this one. We thought it was interference, and it has been here a while, and this one here. But it is up and down, and it shouldn't be, so we're a bit confused by that. But I don't think we've had ET just yet there. What do you see the future of mankind? Well, if we don't wipe ourselves out, probably it'd be looking like the Greys, wouldn't it? I'm on that one. I think that could be an answer. You know, a direction of which way we go. It makes evolutionary sense. Yeah, essentially, I think, continuing on trends, we are just going to homogenise until we all look the same, we all act the same, and we all think the same there. The more technology kind of levels the playing field and makes our environments much more similar, the less we have needs for sort of psychological and physiological differences, and the more homogenised that we will become, and we'll all become really, really boring, I think. Have you looked into the Andromeda galaxy? Oh, we've caught actually Andromeda on some of our skywatches. And it's just so cool to see. Like, I'm going to put up my little thing here. There we go, look. So we do a skywatch for UFOs and UAP there. You see all those other dots there. They are other stars like our sun. But every now and again we scroll past and we see one that looks like that but smudged. And it's not another star. It's a whole other galaxy. It's Andromeda, which I think is actually amazing to think of how many billions of other stars there. The Greys are robots. We've heard that they're biological robots as well, and I'm torn between it because that makes a lot of sense. That, you know, they're engineered for that purpose. But then also, you know, could they as well be us from the future there? And think, just think, if we weren't for the BBC in the 80s, we would have had a 10 million in settled out of court. Oh my God, yeah, you would have. I'm a bit of an eBay hound, right? And before all of that Savile stuff came out, bearing in mind I kind of knew of him contextually, so didn't know about any of anything about him there. And it was before all that stuff came out. But his chair from Jim Will Fix It was on eBay, and it wasn't cheap. But I thought it was the coolest thing because a little button and like this little drawer would come out of it. Somebody was selling it on eBay, and I was actually tempted to purchase it at the time. This is going back a long time, and I'm so glad I didn't, because the value of that chair very swiftly went down. That would have been the world's worst impression. But let me just say, I have David Attenborough's table. You can put two and two together. But not the small greys, though. I've heard that the tall greys are like in control of the other ones now. And new Free Eye Atlas photos on the Angry Astro. Oh, I haven't seen the latest one on that one, Tank. Good spot. I'll have to check that one out. And what do you think about the WOW signal, and will it come back? Well, we don't know. I still think it's a very, very strong contender as our, possible alien signal there. I don't think there are any good answers for it. Will it come back? I don't know there. I mean, like, we sent a signal once as a species. We didn't repeat our signal what we sent back in the 70s there. So maybe the aliens wouldn't as well. It takes a lot of energy to do it there. So maybe they do it every now and again. But a recent paper came out basically saying that it's likely that our first signals that we do detect from another species there will probably be their last, because that is when a civilization is most likely to put enough resources, both time and energy and money into sending those signals. So maybe that was the last goodbye from a civilization, and we didn't record it. So maybe not. It's an interesting one. And would you have your consciousness uploaded to become immortal or long term? I don't know. Probably not. Because if you're uploading, if it was just a case of like going to sleep, but if it was just like a copy of me, then no, because nobody needs to deal with me long term. And if I'm not going to get the benefit there, the Greys might work for the BBC. Explain some of the programming. It's like the whole teleportation question, isn't it? There, the Star Trek teleporter. Does it actually like wipe out the people going into it, and then just send copies elsewhere? It opens up a whole lot of things there. The Legend David's Table, explain. So it's David Attenborough's table that he recorded some of the early Planet Earth series of, because when you're in audio recording studios, you tend to have sound deadened furniture to absorb the, a solid table will reflect the sound waves and make it sound echoey, so they have like special foam inlays and stuff like that, and I managed to acquire it when they cleared out the studios over in Bristol, so I have that sitting out the back there. I do, yeah. And the little stand that you put your notes on as well, that's also got a fabric inlay of it there. But it's seen better days, and it's stacked up in the other room there. You'd have thought I'd learnt my lesson purchasing ex-BBC celebrities stuff. That's also a bit weird. Elvis died a day after. Did he really? I didn't know that one. I always thought the correlation between us sending the message and then the WOW signal being, only 4 years later. I thought that was a bit coincidental. We send out high-powered, we're Earthlings, we're here on Earth. And then 4 years later, we get the WOW signal back there as well. Where are we in the thing here? Oh, Kate there, and keep seeing this ad about strong screens. And there's this kid just throwing stuff at the TV, and his mum stood there like hee instead of lobbing all of his toys out the front door, never to be seen again. Oh, it's a specific signal. No, that specific signal was a big boom. Oh, which one was that? And table. Tongue twisters tonight. Too late there. An emu. Oh, what? As in, what's his name? Had the emu as like a puppet, or you talk about a legitimate emu there? Because I love. I'm a bird fan, but I would love to have an emu, like a legitimate emu. I think it's ostriches are the ones that do the dancing. Have you seen the ostrich do their mating dance? And like they kind of sit on the ground and then just put their wings out and kind of just do this. And it's like, I need an ostrich to do that. He just went home. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what the signal was. Oh, when they said, "Oh, will the wow signal be?" Oh, yes, yeah. No, that was a specific signal. It was a big boom. Well, it could have been the end of their civilization there. Oh, not around the toy. What was his name? Was it Rod Hole? An emu? God, I'm stretching my trivia knowledge there. Who was it that he was? I heard a fascinating story about him. And again, if you're older, you'll know him and emu like that. But he was on a talk show with someone, and apparently, oh no, what's his name? Was Spit the Dog. Essentially, he did it to an American gangster actor who was also being interviewed, and then like the host come out to the green room, and like the gangsters got him pinned up against the wall, going, "What are you doing?" Because he didn't really get the act. Kate, you might be. Do you think it might have been like an organic explosion there, or was there some sort of like technological nature to it there? Because you've got a bit of a gift there, so maybe you're getting some information on it there. Do you check the chat? Do you check the Sun or Soho? No, I don't. Sadly, Rod Hull falling off his roof. That does ring a bell there. I feel like there was a joke around that. I mean, you shouldn't laugh about that sort of thing, but I feel like somebody texted me a joke about that. Rod Hull, that's it. Attack Parkinson. Yeah, I feel like Emu attacked like somebody else that was being interviewed on a talk show like that, but it was an American who didn't understand the gag, and he was like a gangster, and kind of actually put Rod Hull up against the wall, and he knocked him out. From Barnsley, that's a surprise. And hello, Edgenex. There. Planet exploding by something making an impact there. I mean, I wonder. Because then it's, yeah, I mean, do you think it could have been a signal from them knowing that was going to happen? Or it's like the actual impact? Emo pushed him off the roof. I could imagine being the sort of person that did have to take the puppet to do DIY. Should never put the puppet down. Yeah, apparently did. I don't know why I laughed at that. That's not kind, is it? With a Ludra there. 2,000 light years. I thought it was 7,000 light years. I think it's more than that. I think my numbers are off there. Yorkshire lad too. Oh, the impact itself there would have been massive, but yeah, I wonder if it was similar to, you know, when we talk about that planet impacting the proto-Earth there, creating the moon there, Thea. Probably a demon that pushed him. May well. I'm still going with the emu. Isn't it interesting? One conversation got us from Nessie to Rod Hull Emu to party in Barnsley. Yeah. 15 minutes till I turn 21 again. God. I'm closer to 41. Oh. Actually, I better come off soon, actually. getting confused with that one. Oh, maybe not. Maybe you're still getting the. I mean, it's got to happen quite a lot, in the vastness of space, with the amount of stars and other planets there are. I'll be surprised, if there wasn't, those massive collisions, somewhat often. Hello, Leanne. So, it makes sense that it happened again as well. Greenland 2, it was crap there. I mean, anything with a 2 in the title is normally, unless it's Ghostbusters 2, that's a classic there. And Leanne as well, thank you for the gifts. We're wasting your money on gifts, all darling. Cake, though, I want cake. Hope somebody surprised me with midnight birthday cake. That's what we want. If you are just joining us, guys, we're doing an alien radio signal hunt tonight there. We've only got a few minutes left, but we are listening out, hoping to hear E.T. say hello. Listening on the hydrogen line there. That is the channel on the radio dial that scientists theorise we are most likely to hear a message from E.T. should they be out there. It's where we heard the wow signal. Oh, thank you for the cake there, V, as well. You got to save it for midnight if I'm still on. But thank you. It looked like two thoughts. One is that it looked like the sun had a sunquake, and second, it also looked like we dodged some strange filament plasma. Oh, okay. What would happen if a chunk of plasma landed here? Well, this is the thing that they're thinking about this now. Not just sort of comet and asteroid impacts, but the plasma from the sun there. Maybe, that has been the cause for some of those catastrophes in the past. There again, they float the Younger Dryas. Might not have been an impact, from a comet or anything there that ended the last ice age so suddenly. Maybe it was plasma there. That is big and hot and bloody dangerous there. There's also somebody was talking about the actual craters on the moon there actually might not be all physical impact craters, like, kinetic impacts there. They might be, from a plasma strike there. And then somebody else was speculating that you're looking at all of these scars on planets. And there are some really, really deep, bigger than the Grand Canyon scars on a number of, planets and moons in the solar system there. They look to be far greater than sort of erosion or plate tectonics to cause. And those things, they caught in the way of the sun throwing a fit there. We are protected. I hope so, Stephen. We've had a lucky run, haven't we? So maybe there's a good argument for it. And watch the new Sean Bean film too. That was bad. I like Sean Bean, but some of his films are, he's wanted a new kitchen, we'll say. So he's taken on a few of those roles. They're going to get a birthday cake, and if you don't, go get one in the morning, obviously. 100% there. Although Morrison's has stopped doing the individual slices of birthday cake, which has been great from a dietary perspective, but terrible for my well-being and self-esteem. I quite enjoyed popping in there on my walk home, getting a £1 slice of birthday cake. Or can plasma in the wild be a quench there? I mean, in theory, but it depends how much there is. It probably not the sort of amount that's coming out from the sun there. There was, again, it was an interesting one talking about potential impacts here on Earth and looking at some of our land masses here, some of the scarring, And how do you find these radio special things to catch some alien radio signals? Well, it's quite easy. A lot of your basic radio equipment will do it. It's all about having a big enough dish there to hear fainter and fainter noises. That's where the real trick comes in. But a lot of it's just off-the-shelf stuff there. And north of Valino Beach has some weird lights there. I'm going to have to check that one out after the stream. But then I think I've still got the links to those. Thank you, Tank. And the burger. I want cake now. It was an alien craft that sank the Titanic. They melted the rivets with a laser. What a turnout that would be there. Just imagine that. It was good though with Mark Wahlberg. Rip with Mark Wahlberg. I thought you were saying that Mark Wahlberg had gone. I was like, oh my god, I sneezed there. Have you told chat about your mum's masterpiece? Yeah, there. Well, yeah, I started bullying out like about 10 years ago to make me cakes. I vaguely remember her making cakes like when I was a really small child, like, earliest memory sort of thing. So I don't know, about 10 years ago, I started like winding her up to make me a cake and like test her baking abilities every year. So it's become a bit of a joke. The cake she makes every year. She's trying to weasel out of it this year. So can't be having that, can we? Colin the Caterpillar. I mean, I'll take a Colin. Was it the Rocket last year? I'll check out my pictures. I can't keep up with them there. And, thank you, Tommy, for putting the treasure box in there. Everybody remember to thank Tommy when you collect those coins there. New footage shows it wasn't Titanic. We mean footage. Back then. Oh, dang then, imagine. Are you live pretty much every day? Pretty much. So if it's cloudy, we're doing this. If it's a clear sky, we're doing a UFO, UAP, skywatch there. And occasionally we throw in a gaming stream to mix things up a little bit there. Could have been a dragon. And Sam, his voices, even when there are none. Rob, none of you are real. I'm just up in a room talking to myself. Oh, chocolate forest gatto, a black forest gatto. That sounds quite nice there. It was a myth. Oh, it was never Titanic. It was a sister ship. They swapped names. It's a myth. I've heard that one here for an insurance job. Very interesting, if true. And I can't find cake, and I'm not blowing your kisses. Well, I'll take in that personally, Tommy. To make do with dancing mushroom. I'll tolerate that. Thank you, Tommy. Never thought I'd ever say that. Well, we love to challenge people, you know, but bring out your true colours here on this stream. Where are we over on that? It's your birthday. You get a whole cake and various accompaniments. Me who denies myself nothing. Anyway, yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea, Kate. God, I wish their supermarkets were still 24 hours. I'd be straight down there for that one there. It is a word. You're all right. You're on it. Don't ask me to spell it, though. But you're on it there. Oh, sorry guys, it's getting me, but we'll hold on. We'll hold on for midnight, shall we? Might as well now, so we've gone this far. And new as well, thank you for the share there, appreciate that guys. All of those shares and those likes, they do help us reach more and more like-minded people there like yourselves. Getting more eyes and minds on the old phenomena, helping us piece this puzzle together there. And if you are just joining us, we are doing a live alien radio signal hunt. And we are searching for ET, hopefully saying hello there tonight from amongst the stars. We're listening on a frequency called the hydrogen line. That is the channel on the radio dial there where scientists theorise that if ET is out there, this is weathered. But that message is where we heard the wow signal back in the 1970s there. What's most of the documentary today? And then I had to leave it there. By all accounts, they withheld footage from underwater. Oh. I mean, the Titanic is obviously just one of those classic ones, isn't it? It's very emotive as well. What's Alan got you for a birthday? I've got a feeling, V, it's either going to be nothing or a probing, knowing Alan. He's giving me the side eye, as in the, you ain't even getting nothing, mate. Thank you, Kate. Actually, I'll come off just beforehand to stop it, so you can't all say happy birthday. Oh, yes, that sounds delicious there. Sam has visited a few cake shops in Amsterdam. I've never been to Amsterdam, actually. But you definitely have visited a few cake shops in my time. He's made a special probed. Ribbed. It's not extra large, Kate. I'm impressed they haven't found the plane that disappeared, MH370. I know, right? That is one of the ones that keeps on going as a mystery, isn't it, there? I mean, they're doing a new search now. There was some news on it, but I don't think it went anywhere in the end. I mean, there's some interesting theories, aren't there, around that with teleportation. I'm not fully down that road yet, but, I mean, whatever happened, very, very interesting. And nothing seems to add up with any of the explanations. Oh, I haven't, Agent X. What's the new ones? Whereabouts in the world have they been spotted now? You've been to Amsterdam, you just don't know it. It's been on my list many years, but never got around to it. That's teleported there. Yeah, is it Ashton Forbes has been looking into that? I mean, it's a very interesting case, but it just feels like I'm not on board fully with teleportation yet. But it had as Skunkworks crew on the MH230. What was the one that went down over the Ukraine there? That was another Malaysian one, wasn't it? Was it just before or just after? I'm no stranger to the sweet trolley. I am sadly also no stranger there. And what do you think happened there? At the minute, again, this is like not based on any real knowledge on the subject, just really what's kind of out there in the general sense. But I'd probably lean to the closest one is just that the pilot wanted to just, do that. But that doesn't add up. There's no motive for him to do it there, so it doesn't really fit there. You visited a few there as well. Bermuda Triangle alien activity, maybe there. I mean, was it the Diogo Garcia stuff was interesting at the time, but I think they disproved that there. Ashton Forbes showing it, yeah. So I don't believe anything. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm sure he presents a very interesting case for it there, but I'm like I've not been warmed up to that side of things to like fully get on board with that yet. Keep experiencing Mandela effects there, Stephen. Interesting. I've got an interesting theory around those as well. Swiss bakeries being my favourite. Oh, I feel like that's what I need to do tomorrow. You've inspired me. I was stuck for things to do. I've taken the day off, so I've got too much annual leave left. Luxury. What is there to do? There's something to do. I think I'm going to go into Bath, and I'm going to go find some Ponzi bakeries to just eat all of the cakes. I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow during the day. So I scroll up here as well. And Ashton Forbes dedicated 10 years to Hampshire. I know he's put in a lot of work on it, and I've caught a few of his videos. And I mean, I'm not laughing in like that. I don't think they're ridiculous. I think he's a very intelligent bloke there. I mean, it feels for me though, it's the sort of thing that I need to go back to the beginning and go down that path with them. We're coming in too late into the story. There's so many layers to it that I'm just like, whoa, there. I mean, where's the foreplay? Have you seen those daily UFOs flying into Catalina yet? I haven't. I'm slacking. And I spoke to someone the other day who has telekinesis powers. So is that when it's the physical with the mind? They can have the physical effects there. Is that it? I'm getting that totally wrong. DJ was driving the Roman baths. Yeah, it's my birthday. It's the one bath a year. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it in style. Roman style. Pixies spotted another garden in America. I like the idea of pixies. And even the cat did not want to get on the Titanic there. Is that true? I keep experiencing the Starmer effect. I keep nodding off when people are talking to me there. I thought it was going to keep losing money from your pay packet. And the chocolate and the coffee and the beer and the cheese. Oh, the cookies, all of it there. Problem is, I've got eyes bigger than my stomach, which is quite surprising given the size of it there. So I can't actually eat much in a sitting. I have to have tiny little nibbles there. And thank you, DJ, there as well. JP Morgan has a lot to answer for with the Titanic. Yes, again, I heard a lot of that. It wasn't the Astors that went down with it. And I think they, the Illuminati, have changed the past. Could well have there, and spent a lot of time in Switzerland, and I have some great videos on my channel. You guys did a way to celebrate it. They give me a small heart attack. Oh, thank you. They can't see your glasses. You have to look at the camera there.
It's his birthday.
Thank you.
It's your birthday.
Thank you. Well, technically, I haven't slept yet, so you can't really count it as a birthday.
Oh, well, I definitely won't give you any treats yet.
Oh no, I want treats. No. Chat says it says.
No treats.
No, they definitely said.
It doesn't make a sound.
Thank you, darling. We'll be off in a couple of minutes anyway. Where are we there? Oh, thank you, guys. That's very, very kind of you there. Tommy as well. Jesus, thank you, Tommy. That's very kind of you there. DJ as well. Hello, and that is very kind. Where are we in the chat there as well? Confetti. I've not seen that one. That's a cool animation. There, drone footage and spelling sorts there. I have to check out your videos there. And I released Buzz Aldrin. I realised released Buzz Aldrin have B-Day today. Really, the same day. And thank you for the happy birthdays there, guys, as well. Where are we over on the chat there? Telekinesis, she put a force field over a US airbase. So it's that effect as well there. And thank you for the happy birthdays over there as well, guys. Well, that's a lot of happy birthdays. And more confetti. I get more attention from you guys than I do for like cards from family. There you go. And KB as well, thank you for the follow there. Oh, it's very kind of you guys there. Very. And thank you, Kay, over on that as well. That's the good thing about Ponty Place's small servings. Exactly. Yeah, you can try a little bit of everything there. 22 again. Yeah, I've gone full circle now. We've got to start counting backwards. Thank you, Lola, as well. There, and V, and Leon. I'll make the most of it there. And KB1, how you doing there? You're broadcasting from the United States. Welcome aboard there. Whereabouts in the US are you from there? We're just winding up the stream tonight there. But we're doing an alien radio signal hunt, or we have been doing an alien radio signal hunt there. Oh, was it recycling tonight? Thank you, darling. You put the recycling out there. But has everybody else put their recycling out? Because we don't want to be the only ones on the street. That'd be weird. But yeah, KB1, love to hear a bit more from that there. How do you feel about the UFO, the alien phenomena as well? And did you see Ali G interviewing Buzz Aldrin back in the day? It called him Buzz Light. It rings a bell. It rings a bell. It does ring a bell there. Thank you again there, V as well. And 21. No, I'm definitely not 21. 38, I think. Yeah, I was complaining about the other day. Around 38, somewhere in that. Should know a better there. Xena as well, thank you. It was very sweet. I'll upload another drone video tomorrow. I've got to remember to check it out, UK. I come off the stream and then I just forget everything exists at the minute. So turn on there. I like wildlife. I feel also family. Oh, that is adorable. Yes, 100% on that one there. Gecko, hello. What's that there? And what's that? Grigory Rasputin. He was born today. Rasputin. Rasputin. There you go, V. Thank you there, V. You went out in the rain and checked, and your socks got all wet. Thank you for that there. Also, ham radio operator there. And I'm located in the state of Connecticut, across the river. Also from a sub base. That is pretty awesome. There, I like that. So you're a broadcaster as well there. I do love a little bit of radio. I worked in radio previously as well, so I think we'll have a lot in common there. Welcome aboard there. Connecticut, again, a lovely, lovely part of the world. There, 38, just a baby. Don't feel it there. Definitely on the countdown there. And I wish I could put my SDR receiver online so you could access it from the internet. Oh, God, that would be cool, wouldn't it? That's what we're trying to work on, actually, with this. We were trying to make, because this bit of software, the analysis section, we're building this ourselves. And we actually want to make that available where people can just log in and keep searching even when we're not streaming there as well. Have you ever, actually, KB1 there, have you ever experienced the long delay echo phenomena yourself there? Because that's something about the radio world that I don't know a lot about there, but it fascinates me about what that could be causing that one there. Did Ali? I bet it probably did there. And you ordered a CB today. It goes to 8. It's very sensible there. I'd like to team up with you. I could do a show from across the pond, but the same feed. KB, always interested. I've got to figure it out though, because I don't really know how long that works. But yeah, keep in touch. We'll try and figure something out there. Put my receiver online and connect it and make it available so you can connect to me. That would be cool as well. Yeah, no, definitely. I'm a bit slow when it comes to the custom projects, but I'd definitely be interested, in something like that as well. And where are we? I'm allowed a birthday to drink tomorrow night. You don't want to see that one, guys. You don't want to see that one there. What are we video? Oh, I can't remember Penelope. For the life of me, I can't remember that. Oh, good night, Kate, as well. Sorry, I missed the good night part of it. But I hope hope you're starting to feel better, though, Kate. We'll catch you there. See. Priced a UDAP up yesterday. They sell for... What's a UDAP there? I don't know that one. There. No worries there. We are doing one thing that we are filming. We'll film it. We'll be doing it live for you guys. You guys get the trial run. So I suppose I can let it out a little bit now because it's progressed a little bit further. But the regulars will have me mention it previously. But so for part of my job, I have to make podcasts and things like that. But we're doing a visual. So it's going to be a YouTube series. And it's basically like a dungeon quest, but you're green screened into it. And so I need to do some tests of it for work, and you guys are going to be the guinea pig for that. So it'll be me and Pete that you've seen on the other streams there, and it's going to be totally non-alien themed there, but you can let us know what it's like for a live audience there and help us work out the bugs. So that's something that we are doing, but it'll probably be a few weeks before we get to go live with that one. At the minute, still developing it. And thank you for the happy birthdays there as well. Where are we? And hello Naomi as well there. And so it is now being my birthday, thank you. Getting ready to see if there's activity on 6 meters, or keep us up to date on that one there. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for that one as well. And the sun has been very active. Apparently so, but again, I'm so early. I'm so newbie. I don't really know much about it or to try to tune in on that one. But yeah, the sun has been very active here as well. So would love to hear on that one there. I need a chopper simulator. Then if the world goes pot, you have a house in. I have, my brain does think like that, Agent X. My brain does start to wonder that one. Anyway, guys, I am going to wind us up for tonight. And thank you very much. You're all so awesome for keeping me company. Thank you for the birthday message. It's very kind. We will be on tomorrow night there because I have no social life. You are it. But I actually quite enjoy it that way, guys. So yeah, you'll be on tomorrow night. Possibly mix it up with a bit of a gaming stream or something there, because we've done a few of the radio signal hunts in a row. But yeah, we'll be on tomorrow night for that one. So we hope to see you all over there. Thank you for always being awesome there. And I will hopefully I'll try and remember in a minute to take a look there, Rob there. And thank you again, guys. And we will we'll see you all tomorrow night. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye bye. And tubers as well, you get me for an extra few seconds.